Act as if. I want to be strong, fabulous, fit, healthy, successful, my best self. And I've realized over the years that part of becoming who I want to be means acting as if. It's not about faking habits or mindsets, chasing who we dream of being, but truly becoming who we are meant to be by embracing new habits and mindsets. Habits and mindsets that sometimes we don't have the perspective to see on our own. That's why I'm constantly reading and learning from others. And in this video, I want to share 15 life-changing perspective shifts that stuck with me from experts. Each of these shifts has helped me, and I hope will help you as well, build not just a stronger body and mind, but even a stronger relationship with myself. This first quote is from Mel Robbins. You can't control how you feel, but you can always choose how you act. We so often wait for motivation to start something, but action precedes motivation. Confidence comes from doing. Waiting until we feel ready will only keep us stuck. We've got to choose to act. And that action, when we even don't really want to, may be just the thing to spark momentum. As Mel Robbins would say, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, just do it. Start that workout even if it's 5 minutes. Add that ounce of protein to your meal, even if your macros aren't perfect. Take some action. Perspective shift number 2 is from Brené Brown. Vulnerability is the birthplace of innovation, creativity, and change. So often we hold ourselves back trying to lone wolf things. We think being the lone wolf means we're strong and independent. But really, it's us trying to protect our own ego. It's hard to put yourself out there, to take a risk, to admit you don't know something or aren't good at something. But true strength and growth comes from taking a risk. And opening up to someone, asking for help even, isn't weakness. It's the start of real transformation. So if you've been stuck, feeling like you're working hard but not moving forward, ditch the ego and be willing to be vulnerable. Ask someone for help. Seek out a new perspective today. The next quote from James Clear was a key reminder that fabulous results are built off of small 1% changes. Success is the product of daily habits, not once-in-a-lifetime transformations. We often seek out massive changes that make us feel like we're doing a lot. But results don't build from massive action every once in a while that fizzles out. They build from small daily habits. Small, repeatable, boring basics like drinking more water, eating more protein with every meal, doing your warm-up are what add up to visible results over time. So this week, set a 1% habit. Set one small thing you know you can do daily and stack more habits on top of it. Tying both James Clear and Mel Robbins' perspectives together is this quote from Angela Duckworth. Enthusiasm is common, endurance is rare. We've got to act and take those consistent daily actions past the point where motivation fades, and we even want to call it quits. We've got to have grit, that passion and perseverance to accomplish our long-term goals. Because real change happens when we show up on the hard days and still do something. That's why setting those 1% actions we can take that we see as non-negotiable to do no matter what is so important. How can you make that 1% habit something you do every single day, no matter what? Perspective shift number 5 is a reminder that growth is constant evolution and nothing works forever. It's Adam Grant's quote, "The hallmark of an open mind is not letting your ideas become your identity." Flexibility fuels growth. What worked at 35 may not work at 55. Progress requires consistent reflection and rethinking your approach and embracing change. We've got to be willing to adapt, evolve, and stay curious. If we instead tie habits or routines to our identity, we resist needed changes. So instead of even waiting to need to make a change, consistently seek out new opinions and perspectives. Seek to learn about opposing viewpoints and strategically test new methods. Pick one habit you fought against, like increasing protein, and research more on the value of embracing the change to see the opportunity in the options and stay open to new tools you may need in the future. Not only do we have to embrace that nothing will work forever, but we'll also have to accept that we succeed because of failure, not despite it. That's why I love this perspective from Abby Wambach. Failure is not something to be ashamed of. It's something to be powered by. Strength and confidence are built through what we overcome. Every stumble strengthens your comeback if you choose to see the lesson in the mistake or slip up. We will miss workouts, eat something off plan, not do what we should. These things aren't proof you're failing. They're feedback for growth and learning experiences. This week, think of a mistake as a flat tire. Just fix it as fast as you can and get back on track and moving forward. Don't take a knife and slash the other 3 tires. If you have a failure happen, pause and reflect and write down one thing you'll learn. Adjust, don't quit. And not only do we have to embrace struggle, we often have to embrace the fact that not everyone will support our dreams and goals. Lisa Bilyeu's quote is such a great reminder. There's always going to be somebody that doesn't believe in your dream. The only thing you have to ask yourself is, do you believe in your dream? Ultimately, you're the one stuck with the outcome of every decision you make. You're the one that has to live with your choices. Your belief is the one that matters most. People may not understand your goals, whether it's building strength, losing fat, or improving your health and confidence, but your why must stay solid and true to what you want if you want to succeed. Write out 3 reasons why your goals and dreams truly matter to you. Consider putting them somewhere you'll see when you hit that hard or have that pushback. And this really ties into Martha Beck's perspective. The way that other people judge me is none of my business. The simple fact is, others will have opinions. Opinions they may even share whether we want to hear them or not. We just have to remember they only impact us if we let them. And if we try to please everyone, we end up pleasing no one, especially not ourselves. The only opinion that truly matters is your own, and your body and your journey are yours alone. Find one comparison trigger this week. Is it a friend you follow on Instagram? Posts you see in a group? Eliminate one thing that triggers comparison. Even just muting posts from the friend if you don't want to completely cut ties. Reclaim your focus and self-worth. Perspective shift number 9 is that reminder that no matter what we want, nothing changes if nothing changes. As Todd Herman says, you become what you practice, not what you preach. You can talk about your goals, think about your goals, be motivated to achieve your goals even, but nothing actually happens if you don't take action and consistent, repeatable action. You're defined by what you do daily. You are the sum of your habits as they shape your identity. So you can want to be in better shape, but that means nothing if your daily habits aren't driving towards that goal. Embrace you aren't just faking habits. And coming back to my favorite line, acting as if. Consider your goals and the habits needed right now to achieve them. Then create one identity statement that is you stepping into the person you need to be, repeating those actions daily. An example might be, I'm the type of woman who doesn't miss her workouts. Then live that statement this week. And because we can't focus enough on the importance of action to become who we want to be, especially the importance of small actions to create big results, I want to share this quote from Simon Sinek. Dream big, start small, but most of all, start. Big goals are achieved through tiny daily actions, those 1%. Inch by inch, you go a mile. So don't overthink what you need. Find one small change and make it. Because so often we get caught up looking at all that has to be done or should be done, and we overwhelm ourselves. We look at our goals like this elephant we have to eat. But even an elephant must be eaten one bite at a time. Circle back to the habits you set for yourself. Do any feel too big to start? If one does, break it down into smaller actions you can do right now and take action on that one single piece. So much of embracing action and constantly learning, even embracing the different perspectives I've shared here, is only possible if we stay curious. Thank you, Jane Fonda, for this perspective. Stay curious, keep learning, and keep growing. And always strive to be more interested than interesting. Our life, body, needs, and goals are constantly shifting. And there's always something new to learn or a new adjustment to better meet ourselves where we're at that we can make. This isn't an excuse to not create a clear plan and strategy, but it is a reason to constantly research and learn and be open to different perspectives and ways of doing things. And honestly, curiosity helps you avoid burnout. It helps you realize that habits don't have to be done in one form forever and can evolve as you need. Don't be afraid to explore new movements, recipes, macro ratios, or recovery methods with openness. Take one new class or learn one new skill this month. Just do it with a strategy focused on your needs and goals. And as you explore, remember that failures will happen, but this is part of your success. And the more you turn that pain into power, the more you'll achieve. This is why reminder number 12 from Oprah Winfrey is so key. Turn your wounds into wisdom. Turn pain into purpose. Because as much as it stinks to go through the hard, every struggle creates strength. Injuries, setbacks, even self-doubt can teach you how to train smarter and take better care of your body, not punish it. What was a recent setback you suffered? Write it down. Now find one piece of wisdom you learned from it and write out how this will help you take action and move forward now. Embracing all of these perspective shifts and being willing to risk failing in pursuit of your goals isn't easy. But as Elizabeth Gilbert says, fear can have a voice, but it doesn't get a vote. To fear a change or something new and unknown is normal. It's 100% okay to be scared to fail or scared to step outside your comfort zone and take a risk. Success doesn't mean not having fear. It means having the courage to act despite the fear. Fear of failure, judgment, or aging often holds us back from acting, but fear only loses power when we move anyway. Consider a fear that has stopped you from taking action. What's one small way you can take action despite the fear? Reflecting on all these perspectives, we can at times wish things were, well, easier, believe we should have more and deserve more. The reality is we have what we have, and only through action and choosing to go after more can we achieve more. We can't just blame our situation if we truly want success. We have to just take ownership of it and move forward. That's why perspective number 14 is that truth bomb we all need to hear at times from Cheryl Strayed. You don't have a right to the cards you believe you should have been dealt. You have an obligation to play the hell out of the ones you're holding. Whether it's not having enough time, hormonal changes, health concerns, family obligations, or injuries, progress comes from owning your current reality and working with it. Radical ownership of our life turns any circumstance into strength, obstacle, or opportunity. It's all in our perspective. Write down what you see as your biggest excuse or biggest obstacle. Then find one upside to the downside. Consider one way you'd recommend a friend even creatively work around it and implement it yourself. And last, but definitely not least, an important reminder we all at times need from Michelle Obama. You don't have to be somebody different to be important. You're important in your own right. You are enough. You are worthy. You do not become enough through achievement or reaching a goal. We can want to grow while embracing all that we are and loving ourselves along the journey. You train and fuel well to enhance your life, not to prove your value. Self-respect, not perfection, drives sustainable success. As easy as it is to get caught up in where we want to be, to think that we'll finally be happy when we reach our goals, that simply isn't the case. Success doesn't create happiness. We're happy because we choose to be happy with all that we are, and even just our quest to embrace all that life has to offer. Practice gratitude for what your body can do today. List 3 fabulous things about yourself, big or small. Success isn't about chasing who you were or even who you think you should be. It's about becoming who you were meant to be. I hope each of these perspectives and mindset shifts helps you build not just a stronger body and mind, but a stronger relationship with yourself like they did for me.